Welcome to the rose garden. It's a lovely day and my roses look beautiful. I've brought a very special guest to help me take care of my roses, and I'm sure you all have been dying to see him. Welcome to the rose garden, Nasreddin. Thanks for being here. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, thank you.
If you guys don't know who Nasreddin is, he has been a part of the Chainlink community since the early days and was one of the first to buy a rose and shill it to other community members. Thanks to his effort, he has managed to build up a community with several others on Biz and Discord. Could you tell us how and why you got into rose in the first place?
This is going to sound stupid, but I discovered it randomly on /biz/. I was browsing around, and saw a picture of Ari with the Oasis logo. It didn't mention the name of the token, and it had like 4 or 5 replies. One of which asked what the token was, the other talking about prices. The last post talked about the price being 50 cents, this was in 2020. The opening post mentioned though that the white paper was co-written by Ari. And obviously as a linky I got interested, and to be honest even if you're not a linky anything where Ari Jules is attached should spark your interest. Then I did some reverse image searching, and found where the logo belonged to and confirmed that Ari was attached. I think it happened in December 2020, yeah December 1st 2020 cause that's when I shilled it, and I remember shilling it after I discovered it. So yeah, after confirming that Ari was involved, I looked up Dawn's song to see her H-index and I was blown away, cause I knew Ari had a high H-index cause DH kept mentioning it, and after seeing that Dawn's was even higher and how many papers she's been involved with, I knew that this was pretty legit. Also I remembered an interview Ari did about the grand challenges of blockchain and he talked about confidentiality, scaling and privacy. So that's something. And then of course Dawn had a keynote speech at SmartCon 0, and was in a panel. I can't remember the topic of the panel, but it was pretty clear that she had a highly respected voice, and the more I looked into her, the more impressed I got. So to put it short, I got into Rose because of Ari Jules, and Dawn's academic credential.
How has the rose community evolved since you first bought?
I'd say that the Rose community is pretty respectful so far, at least. But you know the more people that get into it, especially if they come from biz and that they're young, they feel like that they have to be so edgy, and talking memes and such, the usual crap. But maybe I'm just getting old and cranky, but overall I'm pretty impressed. People are actively searching for knowledge, the way it was in the beginning, not the beginning, but the beginning in our little community on Discord, was that we all worked together to find breadcrumbs. Papers that Dawn had co-written, figuring out as best as we could how Oasis worked, and then of course shilling it. Of course when we got like Moon Boys 2 at the start, but overall the way the community has evolved is that people that join are generally active and want to learn, or spread their own knowledge. I mean we still shitpost, and there's a lot of the same humor that you see in the Chainlink community, cause we have a lot of linkies that have gotten into Rose, so there's some overlap. At least in the sense of trying to learn, figure stuff out, and the shitposting humor.
What do you think about the rose memes so far? Are they as good as the Chainlink memes?
Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously they're not making Fat Dawn memes, so that's nice, even though the Fat Sergi memes are pretty fun, a bit disrespectful tbh, but you know memes are memes, and I'd be lying if I said it wasn't funny. I also helped making the rose rankings. I was the one that came up with all the flower names and put the stack sizes to it. At the start it was just on a open office writer, before we started to add art to it. I think Famula Mofo, I hope I got the name right, was the first to put some serious work into it. Oh, he also made some pretty good memes, and then Magni I think made the latest one with the rose rankings, so a shout out to him too. I think it was Z if I remember right that said we should multiply it with 1.5 in regards to link stacks for our rose stacks, and I was the one that put the numbers next to the rose names.
What are your thoughts on memetics and meme culture? Do you think memes can help Rose get up to $12?
100%. I mean I'm not a Trump guy, cause I'm not an American, so I don't care. But I think there's no denying that memes got Trump elected, so that shows you the power of it. And I also think that memes unite us, that there's a unity in it, and that the tokens with the best memes are also the best tokens, cause there's passionate in, People that are knowledgeable come to it, and well, we are kinda united through memes.
You found Chainlink before most people and you are one of the earliest Rose investors. Do you ever get bored of being so far ahead of people?
Trust me, if I was early, I would be a lot happier and have much fatter stack in both Link and Rose. But I'm not bored, no way. I'm just happy that I'm privileged enough to know so many smart people in both the Link and Rose community, and the way they think and research has helped me a lot in the way I discover projects now. Honestly, I'm just happy that so many people listened to me when I shilled Rose and didn't just flat out ignore it.
What are your plans for post-singularity?
I'm pretty basic. I just want a good house for me and my family, so probably more than one house, and live in a rural community, away from the city, and just chill, have some sheeps, go out and read while the sheeps are eating grass, and just make sure that everyone in my family have their needs met. I think paying off the house my mom lives in is #1 for me. I probably won't quit gaming though. That's pretty much what got me into crypto, just asking about it in World of Warcraft. Believe it or not, you can get a lot of good answers in trade chat. I don't really have a plan outside of just enjoying life with my family.
Thank you for helping me with my garden. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the one and only Nasreddin. Remember, we are all going to make it. Only positive thoughts.